because I decided that I was going to do a drawing from a game called Super Fight. I had 2 cards drawn for each one, the story and the powers, so I could just draw it out real quick. And what I got was pretty ridiculous. As per usual, as you would probably imagine if you played that game ever, which you should, it's pretty fun. So what I got was a shark that is 100 stories tall versus a child beauty pageant queen with super endurance. It's a pretty one-sided fight at this point because we don't really have a lot of options for what's going on here. So I'm just going to get right on down to it. And it's going to be another sketchy drawing of me drawing something really weird. 100 story tall, like to fit these both in the same picture, the girl's basically going to be a dot. I mean, anything else would be ridiculous. She has super endurance, which is good, which means if she needs to run away, which in regards to this, I would do that. But that isn't winning the fight. So what I'm gonna do is basically draw a shark that is 100 stories long, because 100 stories tall would be, like, I guess, what would you consider the height of a shark? Would it be its length? I would say it's the length. If anybody has any arguments there, I don't really want to draw a ridiculous sized shark, like crazy ridiculous sized shark. So I'm just going to stick with what I know and what I've got. So that's a building. And I drew the shark fins and everything to get a basic idea of what I'm doing here. Let's see here. Draw its little snout. And a lot of people, when they draw a big shark, what's the first extinct giant shark they think of that they want to draw? A megalodon. I'm not going to do that, because doing a megalodon would be boring and dumb and quite repetitive. So I'm going to do a different shark, because fuck it, it's 100 stories tall. Who the hell cares what kind of shark it is? As long as it's got teeth, right? Which I'm already doing. Plenty of teeth. Rows of them. You can tell he's already mad. See, I made him mad. Shark is angry. Giving him some gills. For gill purposes, I guess. Got this little building that I'm creating for him. It's got a little antennae because it's one of them, buildings. Hell, let's make another building. And why am I not just using the straight line tool? Because I am sketching this, and I would rather it be authentic or something. I don't know. I cheated on my last one too, so, can't cheat all the time. And yes, none of these lines are straight. And they're super sketchy. But that building is plenty of stories tall for you to say. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I'd say the shark's about going to be 100 stories long. That makes sense. Let's see here. Do some cross hatching here because I'm lazy. It kind of looks like the bottom of a whale at this point, but I can assure you this is a shark, and not the classic shark that you normally see. Like I said before, it will not be a megalodon, because it is going to be. Here's another building for size purposes. He's in a Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's in a city, so obviously I need to have some form of skyscrapers and such. I can't just have one. That'd be dumb. Bam. That's right. I made him a thresher shark. It's a giant thresher shark going through some big city where they have beauty pageants, because the beauty pageant queen has to fight and attempt to defeat the said thresher shark. I don't make squares very well. Too bad for you guys. This building is fucked up. But, yeah, I said a bad word, everybody. Sorry. Anyways. I'm just making weird antenna up. Boop. It's got a little satellite dish on it. You know, and this one's got circular windows. Because that's what you do with buildings. You always make them different. Again, with these weird constructs that I'm making, you can catch more of this stuff later. I'm going to be continuing to do things like this, drawing weird-ass monsters and stuff, because, again, that's another thing that I like to do a lot. And I like to make noises while I draw, because it makes me draw faster. Just like screaming when you punch makes it harder. Or screaming at the gym even more so. Everybody knows if you scream, you get more effect out of it. It's just the rules, man. You can see that there's a building behind him. And, you know what? Screw it. Here's this building. And yeah, that's right. Boom. That building got blown the hell up. Got knocked in half by the thresher shark's crazy tail. Swinging its way through there. And now he is... That's some bad... There we go. I'm making sound effects for you guys. It's got antenna too. This is how buildings communicate with each other through their antennae in order to breed and create a more powerful hive. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just making shit up now again. I do that all the time. Give this one a satellite. This one's pointing towards the same direction. Because why not? Let's see here. Let's see if I can get a more stable looking set of squarish squares. Nope. Nope, sure can't. Game Shark. Well, that's a reference that nobody's gonna get. Probably. If they do, congratulations. You got my semi-pun joke, because there's a shark there, and game sharks are a cheat thing. Yeah. Right? Whatever. Who cares? Let's get back to it. Drawing some buildings, drawing some buildings. Honestly, I can't really draw. Like, what exactly am I going to draw for the beauty queen? She's not huge, because that's not her power. Her power, which was clearly randomly drawn, is a super endurance, not infinite endurance, so she can't fight him forever. She only has super endurance, which super can be anything above regular average. This was really specific in the shark's power of being just ridiculous. 100 stories tall. Either way, 100 stories tall versus anything is most likely going to win. Depending on, who you talk to. I feel like Bob Ross right now because I'm going to do my classic, oh, hey, that's great. That is great. That is absolutely what I needed. That's... Will you shitty computer. Anyways. That's the great part about this is you can be halfway through the middle of something and be, oh, hey, you know what you need today? You need to look at some random bullshit while you're drawing. Not every tablet is perfect, and this one has its flaws, so whatever. So anyways, like I feel like a Bob Ross, because I'm drawing my mountains, my mountainscape next to my buildings. Like who builds a bunch of buildings next to a mountain? I don't know, somebody. Let's go with Nevada. Except Nevada doesn't look like this at all. Oh yeah, I gotta draw the streets. There's road and street. Clearly. Why did I do this? Going into so much detail about things that don't even matter in this picture. I'm doing more in the background, which is absolutely god-awful. This is probably the worst background I've ever made. Nah, I take that back. I've done worse. Yeah. Anyways. So, let's see here. But yes. Gotta put the mountains in there, Bob Ross style. Mountains? There's some mountains back here. There's a little tree. Little tree right there. As we can see. Little tree right there. It's a big tree. Some bushes. Oh, well, what's that? I don't even know what Bob Ross sounds like anymore. So, that's, yeah, that. Anyways. What was I yakking on about? I forget. Right, so shark. Thresher shark. The most dangerous of, let's go with unnecessarily long-tailed animals. I can't think of another animal that has a long tail that is it's slightly unnecessary. I know the thresher shark uses its tail to whip its prey and eat it and shit. So it is kind of necessary, but the shark, it's the shark itself, so it's already dangerous. It doesn't need the whip. But anyways, I'm digressing. I probably think maybe. Do they have 5 gills? We'll go with 5 gills. Because the 6-gilled shark is a thing. Whatever. Anyways, so here's the shark. And the countryside that he's destroying, he is nowhere near water. So he's basically just climbing around on land. I don't know if that's how sharks work, but whatever, fuck it. That's how they work now. And then, this little dot right there, as you can see, there you go. A little long hair. You see that? That right there, right in that little bitty square. Beauty queen. Bam. And that is a 100-story tall shark versus a beauty queen. My money's on the shark on this one. So anybody who has any other qualms with that, you can go ahead and tell me why you think it's not the shark that would win in this fight. But it's a fight. So waiting for the shark to die because it's out of water doesn't count. That's not a fight. That's just waiting. We're talking about mano a mano fight. So that's what would happen, I would imagine. Anyways, so that was that. I'll probably do more of these too, because I would like to see, especially during an actual argument, I would like to do that. I will do that soon. I will get people who are willing to... Let's make little lines. See, she's jumping. Rawr! But, yes, I will be doing arguments with this soon that I will be drawing live, so stay tuned for that. But until then, this is a Thresher Shark versus a Beauty Queen. Good night, all.